What is up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an alternative broadcast of the Dodgers game, in which I'm just watching the Dodgers game and they're playing the Padres, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I see. You know, kind of got off to a rough start there. Basically, if you can't get to a TV, think about this like radio. You're listening to Dodgers radio, but there's no sounds. It's just me talking. You know, not quite as good. Anyway, thanks for coming. I know nobody's here yet, but when people click on these videos, like when I'm not live, they hear the beginning. So I really got to work on my opening. Anyway, here we are, top of the 6th inning against the Padres, who are not that good of a team. And Joc Pederson is up right now, batting first in the lineup. And I think it just goes to show that Dave Roberts trusts Joc Pederson. Here's the pitch. High and outside. And that's going to be, now it's going to be 2-2. It's going to be 2-2. Pederson, here's the pitch. Way in the dirt, almost hit his toes. And actually, I think maybe the GPS is a little bit off, because like the circle actually was where his foot was. And his foot didn't move, but it was really close to hitting him in the foot. And the Dodgers need to get something going. 0-0. I mean, that's not very exciting. This would be a great inning. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be ripped to in between left field and center fielder. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Joc Pederson. And this pitcher for the Padres, who's actually been doing pretty good, no earned runs, gives up a hit. And yeah, that was just a ball over the plate, and Joc Pederson just hit a line drive, like a chip shot line drive, yeah, to the gap. And it kind of got around Margot, who maybe didn't take the best angle on it. But either way, Pederson was going to get to second. And that's his 16th double this season. Joc Pederson, number 31. And here's Max Muncy. He's my new favorite player, but not really, he's not quite there yet, but he's doing really well. Poor man's Turner. Great situation. Here's the pitch. That is ripped, but going to be caught by Jankowski out in right field. And Max Muncy did not wait. He just completely just swung at the first one. Didn't care. And now we're taking a look at the dirt bike rider out in right field, Jankowski. He looks like a dirt bike rider. And yeah, Max Muncy just, I guess, no chance to be able to tag up. So he's still at second, and we got 2 outs. And here's, please be somebody good. Bellinger. All right, Bellinger, please hit a home run. With 2 outs, with runs in scoring position, he's only batting 146 with 1 home run. You know, this is not good. That's not good for Bellinger. His numbers are okay, but that's pretty bad. And the first pitch, he wants that one too, and he rips it just a little bit foul, but definitely got the bat on the ball. That was hit very hard. And it's San Diego's choice for heating. Some kind of an advertisement down in San Diego. And I watched this on the San Diego feed. It's way better. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bellinger, who's a great home run hitter, but can do better. He's got a little bit more meat left on the table. I mean, last year was his rookie year, and he just came out gangbusters, like so many home runs. But this year, not quite as many, and he seems to get worse in his 2nd year. And I just don't see how that happens. Like, has there ever been a player that got worse their 2nd year in the league? 0-2. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. And the catcher gets right in front of that thing. And yeah, that was just not a very good pitch. But, you know, the catcher was able to get in front of it. And I am watching on a shady stream. We have officially cut the cord at the household, and it's just been terrible. You miss TV. You miss TV. It's gonna take a little while just to get used to it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's the exact same pitch, 85 miles an hour, low and in the dirt inside. And yeah, Ross just missed twice in the exact same spot. Luckily, Bellinger's not swinging for that. But I've definitely seen him swing for that pitch before, though. The low inside curveball. He absolutely loves swinging at that. And he used to be able to hit home runs every once in a while, but not as much recently. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Tie game, 0-0. And now it's going to be 3-2. And Bellinger is battling back. This is a good look. And this is going to be the 87th pitch for T. Ross, the pitcher for the Padres, he's pitching a great game. And it's 0-0. I mean, come on, Dodgers. You got to do something. This is the time. And you know what? I think everybody's feeling the nerves. Ross stepped off the mound. And just taking his time. I'm okay with that. A lot of times I'm not cool with them doing that as pitchers, especially on the other team. But you know what? He deserves it. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that's a ground ball right back at him. And that is 3 outs. So we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's still 0-0. Let's hope the Dodgers can do something good. And nobody's here yet. Oh, one person's here. What's up, man? You know what? I'll bet you YouTube just gives you one person. Like if you're streaming, they'll just tell you got one person no matter what, just so you keep on going. We're on commercial break. I mean, this is just going to be a good game. And the Dodgers have looked not amazing against the Padres in this series. But they've won. I think they've won 2 out of the 3, and there's 1 more to go. So if we can win this one, that's going to be 3-1. And you know what? That's a good enough ratio. But we should be beating this team like every single time. And I don't even think Padres versus the Dodgers is really that much of a draw in terms of games. It's like directly in the middle of the season. Padres aren't doing that great. You know, probably not too many people watching the Dodgers. But let's hope just the Dodgers maybe get 1 run. Maybe 2. I mean, that could be enough. It doesn't look like the Padres are pitching that well. Here we go. We're back. Chicago Cubs series preview. They're telling us who the Padres are playing next, and they're playing the Cubs, and he's going up against Baez, and then Hayward, and then John Lester. Oh no. Yeah, well, I guess John Lester is 6-1 on the road, and Hayward has a pretty good batting average against the Padres, so looking like it's going to be a tough series for the Padres. Here's the pitch. Stripling is still in the game, and somehow, some way, he has made the All-Star game. It's just crazy. Who, at the beginning of the season, you've been like, oh, who's going to make the All-Star game? Stripling? No way. And we got Jose Perella up at bat. And it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that wasn't even close. Stripling lost control of his 88-mile-an-hour fastball. And this is going to be his 83rd pitch for the game. So, starting to get up there. Definitely starting to get up there. If he can get out of this inning quickly, you know, give him another inning. Let him pitch the whole game. He looks like a young, strapping kid. He can definitely handle it. And that was way outside, called a strike. So we'll take that. And it's now 1-2 to Stripling. Here we go. And strike 3. And Stripling strikes for the first guy out that I've seen the whole game. Fourth strikeout. And that wasn't even close to the strike zone. That was sweet. And Stripling just in the zone this season. And it's a good thing we have him. Here's this guy with the dreadlocks. Galvis. And he's batting .233, 1 for 2 on the night. Breaking ball right in the strike zone. And in the bullpen is Hudson. Number 41 for the righty. For the Dodgers, Hudson warming up. And you know what, with these guys, they usually only pitch like 1 inning at a time. So you know what, you can't get too emotionally invested with them. But I do like our bullpen. You know, yesterday people were maybe talking a little bit of smack about the Dodgers bullpen, but you know, it holds up nicely. And Dave Roberts seems to know what he's doing. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. And that's his 5th strikeout. Wow, look at that. Stripling just keeps getting better and better. And that was a fastball way high, 92 miles an hour. And Galvis wasn't even close. And he knew he shouldn't have swung at it. You should have seen his face right after, like a second after he missed the ball. Like, he was definitely disappointed in himself. And this just must be a frustrating game for... I mean, for the Padres, too. Stripling is just pitching so well. I can imagine if you're a batter, it gets frustrating. Oh, man. Andre Mark, you're back. What's up, man? Stop fooling around, Dodgers. Get the W. And I don't know if this counts as fooling around. Like, their bats... Who is this guy? Who is this guy, Ross? Is Ross any good? Maybe he's just pitching out of his ass. And yeah, they just showed me a graphic about Stripling, and who knows? I couldn't see it. Here's the pitch. Curveball, outside corner, and that is just a perfect pitch. That is amazing. And it's 0-2. Oh, and that's going to be 3 outs. Oh man, well that was a super fast inning. And coming up to bat, we got Grandal, Taylor, and Tolles. And it's good to see Tolles back in the lineup. He hasn't gotten any playing time this whole entire year. Do you know about Tolles? I think his first at bat as a pro, he hit a home run. And we're on commercial break. It's 0-0. And let's take a look to see if Arizona has won or not. Oh, the Rockies have won again. So I think we might be able to get... Oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I think the Dodgers might be able to take the lead. And you know, it's about time. Let's see. Yeah, we're in the lead. Oh, actually, we have the exact same record. So if we win this game, we're going to be 51-42. And right now they are 51-43. So you know what? We got to win this game. We'll definitely get like a kind of a good lead. We got to start beating the Diamondbacks and open up a lead. Have you watched the whole entire game? Oh, game summary. That's exactly what I was gonna ask you. And yeah, they're just showing replays of Stripling striking people out and pitching well. And it was the exact same game summary as yesterday. Oh yeah, now they're showing Ross. And it turns out Ross has been having a good game. He even got Muncy to throw his bat. And T. Ross is still out there in the top of the 7th inning. And you know, the Dodgers just got to get something going. Fortnite tapes, I'm back again. What's up, man? So are you playing Fortnite on your videos? Because yesterday you weren't even playing your games. Yasmani Grandal, and he's over 2 on the night. Everybody's going to be over 2. Here's the pitch. Low. And that's 84 miles an hour. And 1-0. And now Stamen is warming up in the bullpen right now. So yeah, this might be the last inning for Ross. And honestly, I think the Dodgers are maybe starting to get on him a little bit because Grandal just ripped that thing super hard. But it was just a little bit foul. Yeah, I was streaming. I had a lot of viewers, but what are you streaming? I don't know. I don't think I really got it, actually. Explain to me what you were doing last night. It was a timer. I thought the timer was going to go down to you playing the game. Like, you know, the stream's going to start in like an hour. Is that what it is? Oh, back to the game. And I understood the Fortnite videos. I thought you were playing Fortnite. And we're back. It's 3-1. Grandal is at the plate, swung on, and that is fouled and gonna be caught. So we're gonna have 1 out already. And this game has just been boring. And the Dodgers really got to get something going. Here's Chris Taylor. Oh man, Philly 500. Look who's here. We're just watching the Dodgers game, dude. And there's a pitch from Ross outside, and it's going to be 1-0 to Taylor. And Taylor just he doesn't hit very well anymore. And that's going to be ball 2. It's sweet that he posted a video today, Philly. And you're right, the Eagles have been kind of disrespected a little bit. But it's not like overt disrespect. I haven't seen too much overt disrespect. Like, it's just it's kind of a subtlety under people's breath. And you know what? The Eagles, I think, did kind of come out of nowhere last year. So I can kind of understand why people think they might have just been a flash in the pan kind of a team. Like, you know, maybe they can't repeat. Because you guys really were firing on all cylinders out of nowhere. Like, were you guys even that good the year before? I mean, nobody even drafted Wentz in my fantasy league. And dude, if you're still here, Sean and anyway, Sports Fury was Sean and Josh. I think they made fun of my fantasy team, dude. Like, they were trying their best to understand it, and then they just like looked at each other and then laughed and then moved on. So I don't think they respected my fantasy picks. But I don't know, man. Because my team, I was picking number 8. I was picking number 8 in the lineup, and it doesn't matter who. It was every time it was my turn. I had terrible players to pick from. I don't know, Devin. I think a champion should get more respect. And you know what? You are right about that. And Tolls is on deck. It's 2-2. I'll get back to that, Philly 500. And there's Taylor's still up there. Of course, he's doing nothing. Like, Taylor has really been disappointing this year. Here's the pitch. Oh, that's ripped right down the third baseman line. and that was over the plate, and Taylor just ripped it, and that's going to be an easy stand-up double, because it turns out this guy Taylor, who was our leadoff batter last year, who killed it the whole year, it turns out he's fast, and you know, we have not seen any of his speed all this year because he just doesn't get on base like he used to. But that was just kind of like a hit down the third base line, and with his foot speed, able to get to second base. It was almost, and I think another reason why they might not respect you quite as much, or the Eagles, of course they respect Philly 500. He's a damn legend. But the Eagles, you know what? I can see why people might not respect the Eagles, because Wentz got hurt. You guys had something special with Wentz and the way that you guys were playing, and it was fun, and everybody was kind of watching for that. And then as soon as Foles came in and then won anyway, it's almost like it kind of took away from the magic from before. And like, from your perspective, you're thinking, oh my God, we won with Foles. That was so clutch, so lucky. And then we're thinking, everyone else is thinking, you know what? It was fun with Wentz. Foles, you know, if Foles can win it, anybody can win it. And you know, that was kind of my thought while it was going down. I don't know if that's a good way to look at it or not. But there was some magic going with Wentz, and it was a magical season. And what was the Eagles' record before that? I mean, the year before. So in the 2017 season, or the 2016 last season, what or 2 seasons ago, what was the got to go, keep grinding, and stay happy. Thanks for coming, Fortnite. And it's now going to be 1-1. To this guy. And now this guy's really starting to take his time. T-Ross, this is going to be his 101st pitch. And you know what? Back when I was in Little League, I used to throw so many pitches. I don't know what these pros are complaining about. But then I threw out my... But then I threw out my arm. Oh, it was... Oh, so that's hit. That's going to be a base hit, and the Dodgers are going to score. That was a blooper to in between the shortstop, the left fielder, and the center fielder. And it just kind of blooped right in there. And Tolles just got an RBI. That was like his 5th time at bat this whole season. Tolles, he's a new guy, but then he got hurt. And that was very, very clutch, actually. And the Dodgers are up 1-0. That's exactly what we wanted to see. And... anybody else, we have some players that are super fast on our team, but Taylor was able to get home easily when I think some players that might have been a play at the plate. And Tolles gets a bump from the first base coach, and here they're taking out Ross. They're taking out Ross. And we got a game, people. We got a game, people. Something like that, but Wentz was a rookie. The fact that was only Wentz's 2nd year and he was able to do that is crazy. It was almost like he just, yeah. Did he start the whole season last year when he was a rookie? Because he kind of he didn't really catch up on my radar, and then I got him as a free agent in fantasy football, and then played him. But yeah, we're on commercial break. Thanks for coming, everybody. We got. The best way for my team to quiet everyone is to go back. Well, honestly, you guys probably have a better record, or better chances to win it this year than you did last year. Like going into the first game of the season, you guys probably have a better chance to win it this year. I don't see how the team got worse, and Wentz is going to be one more experienced. And did he have like a super bad injury? Like, is it possible that he comes back and he's not quite as good? Because if he comes back just as good, it's going to be great. Yes, all 16. Yes, we're on the boards. Andre Mark. It was Tolles. He was very clutch. And you said stop fooling around. And that was a perfect example, Mark, of the Dodgers not fooling around. Tolles was like, I got hurt all year. I'm young. This is only my 5th at bat, but I am getting paid to play baseball. This guy's on his 105th pitch. If I can't get something going, I suck. And he just, boom, got the RBI. You know, wasn't fooling around. What's up, Will? How's it going? Did you do any games today? And my bad about possibly, maybe I shouldn't be telling an 11-year-old about Reddit. So don't go to Reddit for a little while, and you're gonna have to get cables, or you're gonna have to be able to watch the games better. Thanks for coming, Will. My bad about that. I hope you didn't get a virus. Yeah, you know what? And then Bradford got traded. That opened the door for Wentz to start. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Bradford. And here we go. Here's Kike Hernandez. Yeah, I sent, and that's going to be 1-0. That ball was in the dirt. Those goddamn viruses. Will, my bad. My bad. I've been going to Reddit and clicking on those links for years and years and years, for at least 2 years. And that was bad. And I should not be telling 11-year-olds about shady websites. That one I learned. That one I learned. Yeah, Wentz was supposed to sit all year. Glad he didn't. See, that's why it is just amazing what the Eagles were able to do. But Wentz has definitely got talent, because you can just tell by the way that he was playing. And it was just something special. It was just something special, and then Foles just cleaned it up. And I don't know, I think Foles, being the quarterback, kind of took the wind out of everyone's sails on the Eagles. And then this year they're like, screw the Eagles. That was luck. They can't repeat. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that hits Kike Hernandez right on the arm. And the Dodgers are going to have 2 people on with 1 out. Wentz has the it factor. Yeah, he definitely has it. Though he definitely had it last year. I think that we need to see how he responds to being in a game situation, coming back from an injury. Because you remember how he was able to run around last year? That's something that people can only do with what I would call young man legs. He's got young man legs. If he doesn't come back with those young man legs and nursing a knee or whatever happened, I don't know. I think possibly things could go bad. But I'm sure you know that if he's doing good or not. I'll talk to you on Hangout after the stream. For now, LOL. My bad about the virus, dude. My bad about the virus. Oh, here we go. Available position players. Oh, Turner, Forsythe, Barnes, and Kemp. Wait. Has Kemp not been playing this whole game? And that is going to be strike number 1. I got to remember to get back to the game. And that was way outside, but the umpire, I guess, wants to get the game over with. And it's 0-1. To Chase Utley, and I just can't believe Chase Utley's on the team. You know, at first, at the beginning of the season, I didn't like him. He was on the Phillies. And I kind of got a bad, the Phillies, I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth. Messaging you on Hangouts. Okay, well. Yeah, which is why I made my video. I want to get everyone worked up. Yeah, everybody does have to get worked up. But one thing is for sure, of course you love Chase Utley. Of course you love Chase Utley. Everybody loves Chase Utley. At first, I just didn't know if he was a good fit on our team. I think it might have been a better way to state that. Ball 4, and that's what he does. That's what Chase Utley does. He gets on base, and he even leans into the pitches a lot, and he gets hit on purpose. It's great. And now the bases are loaded, and while I'm start talking to you guys, this game gets exciting. And now the coach is complaining to the umpire, and it's just, this umpire has got to be like 7 feet tall. Oh, he definitely put his knee into that one. That's exactly what happened on that pitch. And I like Chase Utley. Chase Utley gets the job done. And I would just say at the beginning I didn't like him that much. He's gonna have to prove it to me, but for $2 million, he's definitely worth it. But he was just hurt for the last couple months. And the umpire, who's like 7 feet tall, is arguing with the coach of the Padres. And that's just an argument he's never gonna win. Chase is a smart, well, you gotta be a smart player if you're 52 years old, still playing in Major League Baseball. Chase is a smart player. The play he made in the '08 World Series, simply amazing. I don't remember that one. Was that the one? I'm pretty sure that's when he beat the dog. Remember that you guys had Victorino? Screw Victorino, the flying Hawaiian. I'm pretty sure that's when you guys beat the Dodgers in the playoffs in 2008, or maybe that's 2009. Here's Matt Kemp. He's an all-star, thank goodness, with the bases loaded, batting .313, 15 home runs, 59 RBIs, and this is why I'm watching. Bases loaded. Stamen is just struggling. Kemp is very hungry. Here's the pitch. Perfect on the outside corner, and that's going to be strike one. And Kemp is just so solid this year. Oh, there we go. That froze up for a second. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball to the gap, and it gets through, and Dodgers are going to score 1-2, only one run, because Jock Peterson is so slow. Why did he go home? And the Dodgers score one more run, and way to go, Matt Kemp, just getting the RBIs, and now the Dodgers are up by 2. Which is just outstanding because the Padres can't get anything going. Though I don't know if 2 runs is really enough. And that was just a little bit of a hanging curveball or hanging fastball over the outside corner. And he just hit a ground ball right to the left of the shortstop. And, just a great throw from the outfielder. And Jock Peterson wasn't even close. Maybe that was the mistake of the third base coach. And now they're showing the third base coach. That was definitely the third base coach. That was definitely his fault. I mean, you never see them go to the coaches like that. Unless it's their fault. I've never seen it. And Jock Peterson is up right now. And he takes strike one. Oh, he was telling him to go. He was telling him to go. I'm going to see if I can go back. I'm not going to mess with the video stream. Just in case it doesn't. He was definitely telling him to go. That was the coach. They're still showing the batting coach. And let's hope this guy gets fired. Let's hope he gets fired. And it's 0-1. And you know what? I'm okay with Chase Utley. Like, I do like the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Chase Utley part, and that is a major plus. He just reminds me of, like, Anderson Cooper. Like, oh, we got Anderson Cooper. And I'll bet you Anderson Cooper's younger. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is ripped, and going to be another base hit to the dirt bike rider in right field. And Kemp is going to make it to third. And the Dodgers are scoring like crazy here in the top of the 7th inning. This is great news. And Matt Kemp, who knew that he could turn on the turbos like that? It was a pretty close play at third, and Kemp definitely got in. And Stamen, they took him out of the bullpen. There's only one guy on base, and he's just blowing it. Or maybe there are 2 guys on base, but those definitely count as meatballs. And maybe this bullpen is starting to get a little bit tired at the end of the series. And way to go, Chase Utley, for stepping into that ball. He does that more than anybody. And this umpire is so huge. How huge is this umpire, and how small is the coach for the Padres? Like, I don't even think a baseball coach should be allowed to be that small. And we're going to commercial break. The Padres are taking out Stamen. And it's about time. On commercial break. Let's see. He fakes to throw to set. Okay, I'll check. I don't know what you're talking about. I know I'll check it out. He fakes the throw to second, baits the base runner, and throws him out at home. Save the game for us. Check. He's done shenanigans like that for us too. He's always got a trick up his sleeve on how to get people out on base. And I would call that he's angle shooting. And he was definitely good at angle shooting. I'll read that again. He fakes the throw to second, baits the base runner. I've seen him do that before. I think he's done that before. Yeah, I've seen that, but not that particular one. I'm messaging you on Hangouts, Willer. Well, after the game, I'm just going to go to sleep. And I don't even have my phone on me right now, Will. I don't have Hangouts on my computer. Chase is an older player now. I get your feelings. I think the playoffs, he could be a big... Oh, absolutely. Even last year in the playoffs, he was a big contributor. Or not last year, was he? He just got hurt for a little while, so his numbers just aren't looking that great. But for the small amount of time he was playing at the beginning of the season, when our team was really not looking very great in terms of hitting, everybody was gone, Turner was gone, Chase Utley went above and beyond and gave us some wins. And yeah, I don't even have my I don't even have my phone on me. Willer fans, okay, I gotta go. Bye. Okay, later, Will. Have a good one. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, Chase is that way. Yeah, so I'm my bad that you're feeling that the Eagles are being disrespected. And I've always had a thing for the Eagles ever since I was a kid. And also because I like Brian Dawkins. He was like my favorite player. And I'm pretty sure that I got brain damage because of Brian Dawkins. And they just did something, a defensive substitution. And it's 0-1. Here's the pitch to Muncy. And that was way outside. It's going to be 1-1. And this inning is not even close to being over. Well, he wouldn't even make it these days. But I played JV football, and Brian Dawkins was my favorite. But I wasn't very big and I wasn't very fast, so I had to lead with my head. 88 miles an hour. And that's now going to be 2-1. And Strom, you know what? He's looking a little bit skinny. Weapon X guy was a beast. He gets put in the Hall of Fame this year. Dawkins is my second favorite Eagle of all time. Well, I have, you know what? Who's your first favorite Eagle of all time? Michael Vick. Michael Vick was sick when he was on the Eagles. Weapon X guy was a beast. I don't even know who Weapon X is. That's what I know about sports. Here's the pitch. 78 miles an hour. And that's a strike. So is that strike 3? Oh no, it's 3-2. Reggie White. You know what? We're gonna have to look him up. He doesn't. I don't think I can pick him out in a lineup. Here's the pitch. 3-2. Walk. And Muncy walks, and now we're gonna get another bases loaded. This has just been a great inning. Somehow it is still the top of the 7th inning. Wait, did he just walk in a run? Well, I don't think I've been paying good enough. I think he just walked in a run. Oh no, he didn't. And here's Cody Bellinger, who's batting 160 with the bases loaded. He's 1 for 8 this season. Oh, wait, does he have 2 grand slams? Maybe he's got 2 grand slams. Oh, career, he's got 2 grand slams. Let's go, Bellinger. You can do it. Here's the pitch. And it's lefty versus lefty, and Strom is like this tall guy. And it seems like he should be doing a little bit better. Like, he looks like he should be good. Oh, Weapon X is... I've never heard that nickname in my whole entire life. And I used to have... I mean, they never put it on his playing cards. So you guys, let's... and it's 1-0 to Bellinger. And that's a strike, even though it was outside the strike zone. And it's going to be 1-1. Oh yeah, Reggie White. Oh yeah, he was definitely before my time. And how did he die at such a young age? That is crazy. Let's take a look. Oh, bases are loaded. 2 outs. We'll get back to Reggie White. Here's the pitch. Huge swing and a miss. And I can still feel the wind from Bellinger's bat right now. He's going for a home run. It's absolutely official. And this season, Cody Bellinger is batting .225 against lefties. So he hasn't been having the best season in the world. But he's still doing pretty good. Only his second year. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. And Strawn gets out of that inning, and that could have been a lot worse. He had a huge, he breathed in huge. And we are going to the 8th inning. The Dodgers are up 3-0. That is great. Is anybody still here? Here we go. Ronald, on commercial break, guys. Reginald Howard White was a professional American football player who played defensive end in the NFL for 15 seasons. During the 1980s and 90s, he played college football for the University of Tennessee and was an All-American after playing 2 professional seasons with the Memphis Showboats. And that's just kind of a funny name for a team. In the United States Football League. Never even heard of that. He was selected in the first round in the 1984 supplemental draft and played for the Eagles. Becoming what position did he? Oh, defensive end. Your favorite football player of all time is a defensive end. You know what? That tells me a lot about you, Philly 500. Here we go. People are here now. Let's see what you guys are saying. Randall Cunningham. You know what? I forgot about him. I always thought that Randall Cunningham, was he on the Vikings for a little bit? Andre Marcus Wright, Reggie White, Randy. I mean, those are respectable. I'm going to have to look up Reggie White highlights on YouTube, but it can't be better than Michael Strahan highlights. Have you ever seen his defensive end? It is insane. Eric Allen for sure. Weapon X is Dawkins. You know what? I've never heard that actually. Eric Allen was awesome, great player. Carmichael, a 6'8" wideout. That seems like a good number to be. He is number 20 for the X-Men. Man, I don't know what you guys are talking about a lot of the time. He is number. Who are the X-Men? Andre, Mark, good names you got. I was a little young for HC, but my dad loved him. Who is HC? You know what? You guys are talking in code. I am back. Arlene Cervantes. What's up? We missed you yesterday, and while I was doing it, I'm like, hey, where's Arlene? Where's she at? And I don't know. You weren't there, but you're here today. Thanks for coming. And you're, you know what? I'm glad to have a biggest fan. You know, that's a fun thing to have, even if it's on YouTube. Thanks for coming, Arlene. Philly 500. Reggie died in his sleep of a heart attack or something related. Well, you know what? Those guys were probably taking a lot of stuff and probably not eating the best. And you know what? I can totally see how that could happen. But at least he was sleeping. And you know what? Maybe that's better than getting brain damage if you actually are like a football player. Yeah, I don't want to talk about stuff that's down, but in the grand scheme of things, those guys got beat up during that day and age in football. Who knows? Maybe dying of a heart attack in your sleep is better than, like, I don't know, getting old and crazy. Anyway, I don't want to be on a downer. Reggie White is one of the greatest defensive ends of all time. You know what? But you don't hear about D linemen on the news. But you know what? I've definitely heard his name before. Andre Mark, are you an Eagles fan? You know what? I'm going to say he's probably not because he likes the Dodgers. Oh man, here we go. I got to get back to the game. And that's foul. That's foul. And it's going to be 1-1 to Hedges. And Hedges is 1-2 on the night. Yeah, you went up against the fence. Devin, I'm your biggest fan. You know what? Arlene, she called it. So you know what? I'm glad to have two. We can have 1A and 1B. I'm your biggest. You know what, Philly? Thank you so much. HC is Harold Carmichael. Goodness gracious, where are you guys getting these names from? Like, when I play, my favorite football players have names that, like, you've heard of. Like, Brian Dawkins. John Elway. Shannon Sharp. Terrell Davis. You know what? I like these guys. And you know what? I even love T.O. T.O. might have been my favorite just because he was so funny. These names of people I've heard of. We got D. Lyman. And I'm just trying to be funny. I'm glad I can have two biggest fans. No, very true. And Philly, I'm just trying to be funny with you at all times. Andre the X-Men, number 20 on the X-Men. How dare you? The X-Men don't have numbers. Can't pull one on me, Andre Mark. Oh, I mean, there's X-22, who's the female version of Wolverine, but there's no 20. So you know what? Explain yourself. Andre Mark with Cousins and getting Cook back, you guys could be very interesting. Andre Mark with Cousins and getting Cook back, you guys could be very interesting. Wait, does he go for the Warriors? Is DeMarcus Cousins? That's Boogie. Screw you guys. And who's up to bat? He's number 8. Hedges, it's 3-2. This guy sucks. No reason to pay attention. Here's the pitch. Not even close, and he walks. Okay. Hedges, while I'm talking to you guys, Hedges gets like 7th pitch and walks. And I'm telling you guys, the way the Dodgers give up runs is by walking the first guy up. And you know what? If I was Dave Roberts, if somebody walks the first batter, pull him out. Pull him out of the game. What do you think about LeBron? Hashtag LeBron. What do I think about hashtag LeBron? I'm thinking that it's going to be great. And what can I say that other people haven't said? Except for that Reyes is up to bat right now, batting number 9. So we're not going to talk about him, but there's somebody at first with no outs. I'm very excited because now all of a sudden we're, according to Vegas, the second best team in the league. And I think that we can do, that is going to be a hit to left field. And now the Padres have 2 people on. Here in the bottom of the 7th. So now this could be a problem. And Dave Roberts is calling him in. Going for the lefty, and Hudson just getting blown up. And that's when the guy walks the first guy up, that's when you got to take him out. I mean, Dave Roberts, you gotta too much leash. Like, you cannot walk the first guy. And this is going to come down to the ending, I think. 3 runs might not be enough. Hudson walks off with his head down. And now I can talk about, what do you think about LeBron? I'm very, very happy. I think he's going to be so good, it's not even funny. I think he's going to mesh well with the team. I'm going to miss Randall. And just as a player, I've never really totally liked him because he's been on Cleveland and I always liked Kobe. And you know what? His personality just kind of rubs me the wrong way sometimes. Like the way that I interpret what he does, sometimes he just rubs me the wrong way. And I just realized that also he's such a huge superstar for so long that maybe I should just give him a pass. But I'm just happy he's on the team, and let's just hope he's cool. And if he's cool, everybody's going to love him. But if he keeps on trolling people and sending them down to Blaze Pizza in Culver City, which is like right in the middle of the city, everybody thought he was going to go. And says, oh, free pizza. Oh, like they have free pizza for 10,000 people, LeBron. He trolled people and kids, and that was not a good first look. And in Venice Beach, they got a mural of LeBron saying, and it says, the King of LA. And it keeps on getting vandalized because, you know what, he's not the King of LA yet. Not yet. He can definitely earn it if he wants to, but Kobe's not even the King of LA. Magic Johnson is the King of LA. And if LeBron wants it, he can take it, but he's gonna have to do some work. He's gonna have to win 3 to 4 championships, and then stay in Los Angeles afterwards, and then invest loads of money into the city. Boom, King of Los Angeles. It's gonna be a 20-year commitment here, LeBron. Give us 20 years and you can be the king. That's what I think about LeBron. But I kind of went off the rails. Andre Mark, oh yeah, us too. Weapon X is a bad man. Be careful with him. You know what? I don't think I know what you guys are talking about. Finish that LeBron thought. Did I finish it? I'm not sure. Aaron Mucci, is this your first time here? I don't know if I've seen you before. Welcome to my channel. And this is what I do. I'm supposed to be telling you guys about the Dodgers game. And this is the game. Thanks for coming. Very excited about LeBron. In terms of doing play-by-play, it's going to be also very, very fun. Because I can make fun of him. He's easy to make fun of. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, 94 miles an hour. And Alexander definitely gets the job done. The pitcher for the Dodgers. He's a lefty. And up to bat is the #1 batter for San Diego, the dirt bike rider, Jankowski. He looks like a dirt bike rider. And this is not a good look for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Outside corner. And it's going to be 1-1. And this is just a tough situation right now. Alexander, you're a lefty. He's a lefty. And that's up on his hands. And he swings and it's fouled away. Let's see, where are we at right now? Oh yeah. I just don't know how the Lakers beat Golden State. I know how they beat Golden State. Are you kidding me, Philly 500? Do you know about the Lakers? Do you know about Magic Johnson? Do you know about Lonzo Ball and the history that we have? I'll tell you how we beat them. We just got to elbow them in the face. We got to just elbow them in the face. LeBron, bull in a china shop, and just not get tired. And not, I mean, the Warriors were great last year. LeBron didn't do very well. But his team was terrible. And it's going to be way worse than what the Lakers are going to be next year. I think that he has a better chance of beating the Warriors this year with the Lakers, even going up against that guy, the new guy, as they did last year. I didn't say that right, but I'm not scared of the Warriors. You got to punch them in the face, and they're a bunch of little guys and they shoot. And you know what you do to people that are shooting? You grab them and you shake them. That's what they do to Blake Griffin. The Clippers made the playoffs for like 3 years, and Blake Griffin dunked on everybody all year like it was his job. He gets in the playoffs and they just hacked the shit out of him, and guess what? Didn't score any points, didn't have any rebounds. We got to play physical, and we got to get some big guys. We got that one guy, Stevens, and we just have to be able to out-hustle them and have better cardio in the 7th game of the series, because you know it's going to go to 7 games because the NBA wants their money. Uh-oh, did something happen? Oh, they're showing us a replay from yesterday. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And Villanueva is still up right now. And he's the second batter for the Padres. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 95 miles an hour over the plate, and it's fouled away. And it's going to be 0-2. And this is a good spot for Alexander. Don't give him a meatball. Here's the pitch. Oh, dirtiest pitch ever. Strike 3. That basically hit him in the feet. And he still swung anyway. And now we got 2 outs. And Alexander has come to play. If you're a Dodgers fan, don't worry about this right now. Alexander has come to play. Made Villanueva look foolish. And this Padres team, they're not very good. The whole team's batting like 230. And who's this guy? He's the 3rd guy in the lineup. And I think they have one guy that's batting over 300. Here's Will Myers. Batting exactly 300 on the team. .300. So pretty soon this team will have nobody batting 300. And this is just a poor excuse of a team right here. San Diego Padres. Though I do think their stadium is super cool. I on my channel, like I like there's a girl named Randy who does like Dodger video logs, and she went to the Padres stadium and did like a video log, and it looked great. And there was like a park, there was like a little league area. It was sweet. So don't like the Padres, never have. Third tier team, third tier city, and you know, don't like the Padres. But at least we're winning right now. It's 1-0. And it's going to be 1-1. That was 94 miles an hour on the outside corner. Now let's go back. Let's see if we can read something here. It's once. See what you guys are saying. And that's going to be 2-1. And Alexander's not messing around. Definitely not doing any meatballs. Please. It's going to be 2-1 though. So this is going to have to be somewhat close to the strike zone. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be 3-1. And that was low. And definitely not over the plate. So Alexander might be able to get us out of this jam right here, because the Padres had two guys on with no outs. And now all of a sudden this inning is almost over. Hedges is on second, takes a big lead. That is hit very, very hard. Very, very hard. And that's going to the corner. Tolles is back there. Let's hope he's got a good arm. Throws it back in. And two guys score. And it is now tied. It is now 3-2. That's what I get for talking smack. But it is now 3-2. It's a one-run game. And Alexander, that one was just ripped. And he was definitely waiting for that pitch. He earned it. And that thing was just ripped. Way to go, you, Myers. Well, now he's officially batting over 300. Officially batting over 300. And that was just a great hit. It looked kind of like a golf swing. Like just a punch 5-iron. Punch 5-iron right to the gap. And I don't even know if Tolles was out of position, but he wasn't even close to catching it. And the fans in the crowd are not even on their feet. Nobody cares. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. And there's 3 outs. All right, go back to you guys. Off to commercial break. Dodgers give up 2 runs in the 7th inning. And this is going to be a close one. And we're off to commercial break. Let's go. Where are we at? We go, Weapon X is a bad man. Be careful with him. Still don't know who Weapon X is, people. Still don't know who Weapon X is. Finish that LeBron thought. Yeah, very excited about that, but he's gonna have to earn my respect. Definitely gonna have to earn my respect. And he's just not allowed to do whatever he wants on Twitter. And I'm just so sick of the social media stuff. And just play basketball. And then teach the younger players like Josh Hart and Lonzo, and just be a good mentor and teach them how to play, because let's hope we can hang on to those guys. Andre Mark, oh yeah. For sure, Philly D, and then a box. I don't think I got that emoji. Oh man, I just don't know how the Lakers beat Golden State. Easy, you hit them in the mouth. That's how you beat a team that's the best shooting team of all time. You don't do what Cleveland did last year, and then LeBron gets tired and just starts jacking up jump shots. That's not how you beat them. And I guess maybe I don't even really know how good DeMarcus Cousins is, because wasn't he hurt last year for a little bit? I don't think that I think he got hurt. Something happened to him. And we didn't see him get tested in a real way. I mean, how good could he be? Okay, I am with you. Randall is a big loss. I mean, what do you have to do to keep your job in the NBA? He admittedly got off to a slow start. But in the final second half of the season, and especially the final quarter of the season, Randall was like probably one of the most impressive people in the league. Just backing in, put it in. You know, that's the strategy you want to see. And he was a baby, he's a poor man Shaq. And he just put in so much effort, and you'd always get like 21 points, and you'd have 2 guys guarding him, And because he was a second year, the referees never called any good fouls on him. Like, it was always against him. All the 50-50 balls. If there's a foul there, calling it on Randall. And no, yeah, he gets a little loose with the elbows, but he put in so much work and still not good enough to stay on the team. And so that's what was so disappointing about that, is it seemed like he was good enough. Here we go, back to the game. Top of the 8th inning. Here's Grandal batting righty. And it's 0-2 right off the bat. And Grandal, he's just not as good batting righty. He's 0 for 3 on the night and 2 for 9 on the series. And Grandal is one of those guys, he started off very, very high. And at the beginning of the season when we sucked, he was the only person doing work. Kind of cooled off a little bit. Strike 3. And that was some high fastball, like up in the strike zone, wasn't even close. Strom just threw it right by him. And you can just tell he was so disappointed with himself right as soon as he swung. And that's going to be ball 1 to Taylor. And I made fun of Taylor earlier in the stream a little bit, and then he ripped a single. But I'm still going to make fun of him because he can do better. He's so underachieving this year. Just get a walk. We'll just take a walk every once in a while. Last season, he was so good leading off. He had to be one of the harder outs in the whole entire league. In the whole league. He would go down 0-2 and then walk. That was his job. This year, he just swings at everything. It's like playing like Cody Bellinger out there. 2-0. Inside fastball, swung on and fouled away. And then they got Beer Fest pre-game happy hour tomorrow versus the Cubs. Well, that sounds pretty sweet. And of all the advertisements and stuff they always put up, that sounds like the best one. And it's 1-2 to Taylor. And you know, I gotta do. Wait, where are we at? I'm way behind now. Way behind. Yeah, that was just a perfect pitch from Strawn. They showed. Weapon X wears the same. You know what? Weapon X, strike 3. We'll be okay with Randall gone because we have Ingram. That is absolutely correct. Ingram is he can play defense, though sometimes I think he's a little bit lazy. Ingram is just so good, and I'm just happy he's on the team, and he's definitely the coolest guy on the team. Like he's the guy that you want to hang out with. So I'm just happy that he's back. Though Randall was a little bit of a tryhard, and I kind of like enthusiasm and tryhard in my basketball players. But I also like coolness. You need one cool player, and Ingram is our cool player. So that's why I'm happy he's back. And he's just so lengthy. Sometimes he's able to block people without even jumping. It's spooky. It's weird. You don't see that very often. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 8th, and it's 0-1 to Tolles. And Tolles just to get a home run. And that's going to be way outside, and it's going to be 1-1 to Tolles. Did he really do that, Devin? Forget what we're talking about. Weapon X wears the same V-neck as you. I will be Ingram. Do you ride bird scooters? No, I've never ridden a bird scooter. Every single time, like, it's out of batteries. They're gonna have to figure out the battery system, because what happens is people actually use them for transportation. So every single time you see people doing bird scooters, there's always 2 people on them, and they both got like 3 backpacks, and it's crazy. So like, there's no batteries. Like, you got to wake up early to get on a bird to do it. But I've ridden one before, but no, I don't do it very often. I don't ride them, but I've ridden them before. Who's my favorite football team? My favorite football team is the Rams. by far, it's definitely the Rams. And I've always liked the Rams, and it's not even so much because I'm from Los Angeles and live here, because for most of my life, they weren't here. I think almost probably my whole life, they weren't here. So I don't like them for that. I like them because of when they had the team, The Greatest Show on Turf, when they had Marshall Faulk and Torrey Holt, and then they had Kurt Warner as the quarterback. I like that team. It was loads of fun to watch. So I've always had a soft spot for the Rams. And then when they came to Los Angeles, of course, I'm going to love the Rams. I went to the game last year when they played the Falcons, and they got their butts whooped. So that was kind of no fun. Do you like zipping around bird scooters? You know what? It's pretty fun the first time. Not new to the channel. I usually watch on a different account. Aaron Amucci. Well, that's cool. You can come anytime you want. Leave me a thumbs up. You know, if you got multiple accounts, you know what? You just give me a thumbs up on all of them. Elbow in the face. Okay, I like the plan. Well, what else can you do? Hello, Aaron. Yo, Dre. Gino Frappuccino. And that's one of my more favorite names out of all you guys. And you guys are the greatest. Gino Frappuccino. That is good. That is good. When I am playing against good scooters, I hop on a bird scooter and ride away. When I am playing against good shooters, I hop on a bird and ride away. You know what? If people are shooting at you, no matter what they're shooting, anything, if they're shooting at you, get away. Get on a bird scooter and just run. Run the other direction. Philly 500, do you think LeBron is all about winning or his mind elsewhere? You know what? What else does LeBron have to do? His mind is playing basketball. Definitely his mind is playing basketball. And he's still the best, and he knows he's the best. So I think that his mind can go elsewhere in 4 to 5 years. I mean, he's going to have to give us 3 to 4 championships for me to be happy with this deal. And Dylan Floro coming in for the Dodgers. And it's a one-run game. And there were more people before, but then people left. And we're in the bottom of the 8th with no outs. And Perella is up to bat for the Padres. And he takes ball 1. His mind is completely focused on bird scooters and Blade Pizza. You know what? I don't even know why he was even talking about Blade Pizza. Did they tell him to do that? I don't know what the hell. What was the point of that? I mean, if you're giving away free pizza, you gotta have pizza for everybody. That's just a rule. If you're getting pizza, there's gotta be enough for everybody, or don't get pizza. That's a rule. Have you ridden a bird scooter at the Padres Stadium? Definitely not at the Padres Stadium. When did I start YouTube? I started doing this last September. But I didn't do it very often. I just did like 1 or 2 of them. But I started doing YouTube like for reals like since last September. So almost a full year. That's when I started doing this account anyway. Arlene Cervantes, that's my number one biggest fan. Thanks for coming back. And that's a good question. How long have you been following? Because there are people that have been following for a really long time, since last year Dodgers, though you don't see them very often. All the first Dodgers peoples from last year, there's really only 1 or 2 people. Martin Brown and Bryce Harper. But there are some Lakers fans too. But Arlene, you got the spot, you called it. GS was cool for a while, and now it's dumb. Now it's just dumb. Everyone teaming up. What can you do? Everybody wants like more parity in the league. But what can you do? There's money involved. There's people that are gonna make decisions that they want to make. And yeah, it's not as fun that they're winning every time. But I was really enjoying it when the Lakers won every single time. And then Shaq just backed it in, and then put it in. That was definitely my favorite. So think of how much we're getting bored with the Warriors. The people that actually live in Northern California are having that much fun. You know, it's an equal and opposite reaction. So, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. Andre and Mark, yeah, I hate it. And there's going to be 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Oh, I got to get back to the Dodgers. And I'll get back to the comments. Thanks for making all the comments, everybody. And yeah, what just happened? Logan Forsythe made kind of a wild throw to first, but Bellinger, I think, was able to keep his foot on the bag. And that's not going to be challenged. So, yep, we got one out. And here's the guy with the dreadlocks for the Padres. See, it's hard to do the play-by-play and the talking at the same time. It's like two different ways. Yeah, it's definitely not easy. Freddie Galvis, he's 1 for 3 on the night. Lopez is on deck. He's only batting 180, so that's a good thing. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Huge swing. Strike one. You know, I'm just excited tomorrow's Friday. And it's 1-1 to Galvis. And I really think Jansen is going to be able to come in and win this one. Warming up in the bullpen for the Padres is Simber and Hand. Andre Mark, I hated Dodgers playoff bounce. Oh, Jonathan Paz Castillo. Hey, if you're still here, thanks for coming. Thanks for the comment. I think I've seen your name before. I'm not totally sure. I think I've seen your name before. The Dodgers are definitely playoff bound. I just don't see the Arizona being able to really pick it up that much more than they already have. It seems like they've already been hitting on all cylinders this season. And we've seen everything they got. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have not had a full functioning team really since kind of recently. And we didn't have anybody batting at the beginning. So definitely, yeah, we're making the playoffs, duh. I mean, come on. And strike 3. And Floro, who pitched yesterday, seems to continue to pitch pretty well. And this guy, Galvis, huge swing and a miss. Are the Dodgers going to ride a bird? They're definitely going to be riding a bird to the playoffs. I mean, they're doing it right now. They're very slow. And then there's like multiple people with backpacks on them, so the batteries only last like half an hour. Oh man, I keep on going backwards. No man, where am I at with the comments? They're doing a group meeting at the mound, and I don't know why they wasted their time. It seems like everything's going okay. No need to rock the boat. All right, here we go. Gino Frappuccino, I've already seen that one. Still plenty of baseball left, Jonathan, but hopefully, yes. I forgot what I was talking about. What is your opinion of bird scooters? I hate them. Andre Mark, yeah, at Philly, not really fun to watch any more than Philly versus Boston series was good. So Rockets, yeah, not really fun to watch anymore. Philly versus Boston series was good. So was Rockets versus Golden State. Yeah, well, they were actually really good series last year, and they were good series until the finals with LeBron. And how could one player really make that big of a difference? I think people are complaining way too much, and it's because people don't like these types of trades and they don't like seeing the parity not being fair. So as soon as it happens, everyone makes, oh, let's make such a big deal about it. And then in the end, it's not going to make that big of a difference. And you know, all the playoffs are going to go to game 7s because they need that money. And wow, Floro is really pitching well. Arlene Cervantes, message retracted. Don't retract. Oh, so I don't know what you said. And then we got Philly 500. Yeah, Andre Mark, I agree. DeMarcus Cousins is good, Devin, but it's coming off a big injury. Oh yeah, he wasn't around last year. He wasn't tested last year. And it's now 2-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Man, Floro just threw it right by this guy. This is a good situation. Weapon X is behind you. Don't diss him. He doesn't like that. Devin, Weapon X is Brian Dawkins' nickname. Yeah, that's what I got. But you guys were using it in a context that was hard to understand. Oh, strike 3. And we are going to the 9th inning. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, people, I'm back. People left. Still on commercial break. Aaron Mucci, how do you know about Ludwig? How do you know about Ludwig? And you know what? He hasn't got on one yet. You're allowed to talk about bird scooters all you want because you just dropped Ludwig's name. What's up with the bird scooters? You know what? Ask Aaron Mucci. But he said Ludwig, so he's good in my book. Like the stream, guys. Andre Mark, thank you so much for being on my team. And yeah, make sure you give me a like. And you know, it's free. You know, it's a free thing to do. Do I live in Venice Beach? Actually, right now, I don't live in Venice Beach, but don't tell anybody. But when I started doing this to begin with, I lived in Venice Beach. So that one was, I'm gonna go back. Are you in Venice? Not right now, but my twin brother lives in Venice, so I'm usually there quite a bit. Yeah, my twin brother actually lives 2 houses away from what is or in an apartment 2 buildings away from Ronda Rousey. But she's never there. She's got like a nice kind of house in Venice that's kind of medium sized, and she's never been there once. Yeah. What's up, Hexar? Dude, there's another regular. People are stopping by. Hexar, thanks for coming. What's up, the Let's Go Dodgers Hexar? And he's a regular from a little ways back too. And you know what? I'm starting to recognize you guys. Gino Frappuccino, biggest fan here. Well, you're number 3 on the list right now. We got Arlene Cervantes. She's number 1. And then we got Philly 500. He jumped in there. And then Gino Frappuccino, you're number 3. But you guys are all number 1 in my heart. 1A, 1, 2, or 1A, 1B, 1C. What up, Philly XR? And biggest fan here. What do you think the Dodgers are getting in the trade deadline? And Isaiah Avila, good question. I don't think I've seen your name before. Weren't they? What about Verlander? Is Verlander off the table? I know that people were talking about Verlander. But other than that, I don't really know. I just watched the game with no sound and I'm not really like I don't really pay attention to baseball other than just watching the game. Like I'm not like up on the numbers and watching Sports Center and watching replays and stuff. So a lot of times I don't know that kind of stuff because I don't know what they're talking about. So I'm not a good person to ask that question. But Verlander was what I was hearing on Twitter. But I think that was about a week ago. What the hell is a bird scooter? A dingbat. It is a dingbat mobile if you've ever seen one in your whole entire life. It is a perfect. It only dingbats ride the scooter. Like literally, it's a dingbat magnet. And what it is, it's think about it like electric scooters. Like remember, you know those razors, the scooters with the little ass tires. That are so dangerous because every single time you hit a little crack, you fall on your face. But somehow kids like the scooters with the little wheels. Makes no sense. Anyway, they put electric motors on those, or scooters that look a lot like those, but just bigger. And then they just put them out in the city. and then they charge you like, I think it's like 50 cents per, I think they charge you like $2 per hour or something, and then you just ride it around the city. So it's almost like scooter sharing, and it's just a bunch of scooters. It's very similar to like the bike share programs, but imagine the bike share program, but imagine that it's an electric scooter, and you don't have to take it back to a rack. You just leave it wherever, and then they just have GPS on it, and they come and pick it up at night. I don't know if I explained that well, but it's not working 100% so far, because to me, it doesn't seem like the battery life is quite enough. So every single time, they're not solid. You don't want to like waste your time like grabbing a bunch of scooters, to find one with the boost on it. You know, it's just a pain in the ass. So they got to figure that out. And we're in the top of the ninth, and there's 2 outs, and you know Jesus is up right now. So this is going to be 4-2. And he steps in, batting .259, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs. And you know what? I don't know if Jesus would be batting .259, but that's okay. We can believe. And it's 0-1. And it's 0-2. And what is going on with Turner? I'm not, you know what? I'm always gonna like him because he's such a good glove. He's such a good glove at third, and that one's fouled away. But he's gonna have to hit a little bit better. He was hurt at the beginning of the season, and he just never really, he was hurt at the beginning of the season, and then he came back, and he just wasn't coming out like gangbusters, and he's been on a very slow upward trend with the numbers. Wow, what a great play from the guy at shortstop for the Padres, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning, so this game might be over soon. And here we go. You ever play tricks on your girlfriend with your twin to confuse her? No, because if you hang out with us for over a half an hour, you would be able to tell us apart like that if you were close to us. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't really work. And then right now he's actually married, so it would just be a little creepy. And if she'd be like, Devin, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, oh man, they told me to try this on the internet. Let's see, I know Ludwig, you know what, Aaron Mucci, you're the man. Bird Scooters are from the Bay Area. They have a lot of trash up there. You mean like the trash? It's time for LA to clean it up. Well, if you're talking about the Giants, I am all for that. And you know what? We could have done a little bit better against them. But if you're also talking about all like if it's a dirty city, I haven't been to San Francisco in a long time, so I wouldn't really know. But I guess they do come from up north, because they're all it's all like investment money from Silicon Valley. So yeah, from here on out, guys, almost all businesses that come out are going to be from Northern California. The digital revolution has happened. And if I had kids, right now, I would just give them computers and say, learn how to do this, because it's going to be all computers soon. But you know what? I'm not a parent, so I don't really know that kind of stuff. Oh man, I got so many Biggest fans now. So many Biggest fans. Thanks for all the comments. And this game is going to be as close for being over. Jansen's coming in. All right, I'll focus on the last inning. Got through the comments. Maybe I got to answer them a little bit faster. It's hard to do both. And here we go. Jansen is up at the mound, and he's just looking very serious. And he's doing so well. And he's an all-star. What a shocker. He's got 25 saves. He's 0-2 with a 2.28 ERA, 11 walks, 45 strikeouts, and I think righties are batting 167 against him. I don't know if that could have been correct. But basically, other than the first month of the season, Jansen's been a killer. And that is directly over the plate, 90 miles an hour. And although that doesn't really look like it's moving, just burped. Although that doesn't really look like it's moving that much in person, like when you're watching it, when they put when they show you how much it's curving with the graphics, moving a lot. And that was the same pitch on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. And I'm just gonna say it now, this game's over. You're allowed to go. You know what? I don't know too much about sports, but I know when one team's gonna win. And Jansen's in the zone. And this team, Padres, they can't get. They're not very good. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Over the plate, swung on and popped up and fouled away. And Hedges was at least able to put the bat on the ball. And it was fouled away, so it's still going to be 0-2. And I'm very surprised that Jansen actually challenged him. And it's 0-2. Let's go, Jansen. Grandal sets up outside. And that was low, way low in the dirt outside. And he was just trying to make him look stupid. And it didn't work. And it's going to be 1-2 to Hedges. And this has been a good game. As long as we win right now. And Jansen gets the sign. He's just looking like he's a boss. I mean, here's the pitch. Ooh, gave him a little bit of chin music because that's what Jansen does. He doesn't give a shit. He's bigger and stronger than everybody else. And you know what? If you're getting a little bit inside, if you're crowding the plate, he's not afraid to give anybody chin music. And if anything, in the World Series last year, he was doing it too much. Doing it a little bit too much, but this season he's doing it at the correct amount of time. And this guy's wearing a mustache, and he's definitely off the plate a little bit. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled away. So it's 2-2. And you know, I just can't get comfortable right now. I gotta get a new chair. There we go. Let's try that. Thanks for coming, everybody. Leave me a like. 2-2. Dodgers are about to win. Jansen, you know what? He's looking great. .92 miles an hour. Over the plate, swung on, and that one's fouled away. And it's still 2-2. Jansen is taking his time. He's got awesome looking dreadlocks. Looks like a badass. And a King of the Hill match could probably beat everybody on the field right now. Who can get to the top of the hill? Jansen's getting to the top of the hill. Strike 3. And he just threw it right by him. And you know what? That was curving a lot for a fastball. But I don't know if 92 miles an hour counts as fastball. That's like a fast breaking ball or a fast slider. I don't know what that was. Most saves since 2012. Kenley Jansen, 246. Wow, that is just, I didn't even realize he was that good. And who's the other guy? I've never even heard of him either. Here's the pitch. And now it's going to be a full count. Oh, no. That's the last guy. It's 1-0. And here's Franmil Reyes. You know, I didn't even take a look at his batting average. Outside corner. Fouled back. And it's 1-1. I mean, what can these people do against Jansen? I mean, he does give up the random home run every once in a while just by being a little bit too aggressive. But other than the one home run, that's like very random, you can't score against him. And who's this guy? He's batting number 9, Reyes. He can't hit a home run. Fastball, high in the strike zone, and called strike. Wow. That was like, that one wasn't curving. That was just a challenge. That was a good one. Because if you have a fastball that's curving kind of down a lot at 92 miles an hour every time, and then all of a sudden you do a high fastball at 94 miles an hour that doesn't curve, it's gonna work. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's outside corner and a ball. And they got an advertisement for Petco behind the plate with a dog and a cat, and they're kind of just like they're right next to each other. And you know what? Those dogs and cats, they most likely wouldn't be getting along. Like, they could put up with each other, but they wouldn't be touching their heads together like that. But you know what? They got a dog and a cat back there. Petco.com. And here's the first batter on deck. And it's going to be 3-2. And that was 95 miles an hour, low in the strike zone. And he was going for, and he just overthrew it. But it was 94 miles an hour. And I don't see how you can throw 94 and low. But he was able to do it. And it's a full count to Reyes, who, you know, he's making a fight out of it. And that's swung on and fouled away. And he was able to put the bat on the outside corner. Here we go. Sitting back. Tomorrow is Cubs versus Padres at 6:30. And let's just hope the Padres get out of the, you know what, they're going to come out of this game losing. And then, you know, they just play really well against the Cubs because they're all butthurt they lost against the Dodgers. And wow, Reyes is definitely hanging in there right now. That was a 92 miles an hour over the plate, and he fouled it away again. So he can't actually get it in. He can't actually get it in. But he's able to at least hit it. And Jansen's just got to throw it right by him. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Man, he fouled it away again. This is getting pretty crazy. Oh, you're saying LA to clean up the bird scooters, just get them out of there completely? I can see that. It's a $2 billion company. You know what? They love with these Silicon Valley companies. Like, it's hard to know how much these entities are worth because, like, they never make any money forever. But yeah, $2 billion. You know, you gotta believe them. But that's just insane. But I don't see how a product that doesn't seem to work, that you have loads of, I don't see how that could be a $2 billion. I don't see how that could be worth that much. Oh man, Jansen walked him, and that is what we didn't want to see. When is my next stream? You know, I don't really know. I usually just, like, if the Dodgers are on and it's a decent game, you know, maybe I'll do it. But I've done the last like 3. I've done too many Padres games, but at least this is the last one. And and I get worse search each Padres. I mean, what sucks about YouTube, Philly 500, if you're still here, is because I'm kind of doing the same title every time because I'm an idiot. I get less searches on the third Padres game of the series than I do on the first Padres series of the game. So because, like, it's just the way the search works, like, I'm not using the same one again. So yeah, I gotta not do 3 games in a row against the Padres because no one's watching. I mean, at least in San Diego. You know, it's just not a super hyped up game. And there's a guy on first, and this is like the first kind of trouble. How did this guy get on base? That was a very good at bat. And he definitely outworked Jansen. And he's on base. Good for him. The dirt bike rider, Jankowski, is batting. And Jansen throws it over to first. Maybe this guy's kind of fast. He's already got dirt on his stomach, so he's already been sliding. And I think he's taking a big lead. So I think this guy's taking a big lead and might steal. Grandal does not have the best arm in the world. Here's a pitch. And it's going to be 2-0. And maybe I'm starting to get a little bit worried right now. Because this game, it could be over hypothetically in one pitch. It's 2-0. Here we go. And he shows bunt and then takes it away. I think he was trying to freak out Jansen and get him to throw a ball. I don't know why he would show bunt there. That made no sense. And it's going to be 2-1. Outside corner. And it's 2-2. And that was just a perfect pitch on the outside corner. And other than that walk, and the guy deserved it. Jansen's been looking pretty good. And that is popped up to a weird spot. And Taylor makes the catch. And so now we got 2 outs. We are 1 out away. Thanks for coming, everybody. And that was popped up to a super weird spot. And then Taylor just came out of nowhere and made the catch. Pitch by pitch. And now they're just going to show it over and over. Let's take a look. 90 miles an hour high. 90 miles an hour high. 90 miles an hour outside. 90 miles an hour outside. Well, Jansen he's throwing 90 miles an hour every single time. No wonder they're fouling him. They're getting the right timing down. I want to know when someone will invent the Iron Man suit. And it's just in much more amount of time. We're gonna get to Mars way before we build the Iron Man suit. So you're looking 25 years minimum for like something that's cool like that. Like they're probably gonna build that suit for Mars because when you want to get out of the atmosphere, you're gonna have to boost yourself. I mean, there's not a lot of gravity. They're just gonna make like space suits that have little rockets on them. Boom, just shoot you back up to your spaceship. Like the use of that, the use of the Iron Man suit to some degree wouldn't necessarily have to be to kick ass and be a superhero. You can do other stuff, kind of like the loader in Aliens. And here's Christian Villanueva. And he's 0 for 3 versus Jansen. And this is just a very good thing. Philly 500, I'm here. Thanks for coming, dude. Aaron Mucci, you have to call the Lakers Summer League Championship. When is it? Dude, are you still here? Aaron Mucci, you got to tell me when that one is. Because, I never know when they are. And I'll bet you people will watch them because I don't even know when they're on TV. So you got to change it up. I definitely got to change it up. Or I can just do one game of the series per team we play because I can't be doing this all the time. I got to change it up. You're right. Juwanda Martinez. Hello, my friend. Hello, Juwanda. Thanks for coming. I don't recognize your name, but if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. And, yeah, Juwanda, I would remember Juwanda. Because that reminds me of John Juwanda, the poker player. But if you've been here before, if it's your first time here, thanks for coming. So I have to go to Mars first. Well, just, you know what, maybe you wouldn't have to go, you would just have to wait for us to go to Mars and then do a lot of other cool stuff. And, then maybe get the Iron Man suit. I have to go to Mars first. Well, you know what? I don't know if you're going to be on the first crew out. That one you might have to wait for 25 years too. Either way, it's a long time for Philly 500 to get a rocket suit or go to Mars. They played tonight. They won. They are undefeated. Oh man, the Lakers game was tonight? You got to tell me that next time. You got to tell me that, and I will do the next Lakers game, because basketball, it's more fun than this. I'm sorry to all you baseball people, but love the Dodgers. But basketball, if I could choose to do one or the other, I'd pick basketball. And Jansen just got a very good call. And he is one strike away from winning the game. And it's 2-2. All right, let's go. Let's just get this over with. And that one's fouled away. So do you know when the Summer League Championship is? Because they played tonight, they won, they're undefeated. They probably play their next game in a couple days, around 7 or 8. Arlene, thanks for still being here. You know what? My biggest fan. Philly 500 smiley face emojis. That's cool. Hey, dude, Philly, you gotta see it. You guys gotta watch a YouTuber called Leon Lush. He's so funny, and he always does the smiley face emojis. He always makes, the way that he says it is great. Leon Lush. I don't know why. Sometimes you gotta check him out. They play at 1 o'clock on Sunday. You know what? This guy's doing work. Aaron Mucci is doing work. You know, I love all my people. But, you know, that's some actionable information. And it's still 2-2. Jansen is starting to sweat a little bit. And that has popped up. This game should be over. And the game's over. Dodgers win 3-2, no problem. And Jansen gets high fives from everybody. Oh man, I've been going for an hour and 42 minutes. Should have started this one a little later. Maybe in the 7th inning, because that's a long time to be talking. Undefeated. They're probably in a. They play Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'll do that one unless I have to do something. I'll do that one. I'll do that one for sure. The top-seeded Lakers 4-0 will play at 1 p.m. Sunday against the winner of the Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons, who plays Saturday. So it's a tournament. It's like a preseason basketball tournament. That sounds pretty sweet, and I would love to watch that. Wall done, definitely wall done. Dodgers win, and it was just a good win. You know, we didn't do anything special, and it was just one by one run. And if you score 3 runs and you win, you got to be happy about that. And Jansen just getting the job done again. And 9 people are here. I've read all the comments. Thanks for coming, everybody. If you guys have anything else, oh, great stream, Devin. Enjoyed it. I'm going to get going. Got to go to bed. Good night, dude. You stayed the whole time. You stayed the whole time. That was way to go, Philly 500. Thanks for coming. And you know what? It's getting pretty late. You know, 10:30 actually is not quite as late as it feels. But I think I just got tired because I usually don't go for this long. Mini playoff. Is it still? It's not the championship. Arlene, great stream. You know, honestly, it kind of felt like towards the ending I was kind of went off the rails a little bit. Maybe I got a little tired. But thanks. I'm glad you had a good time. And I'm gonna have to make this more fun. And maybe I can bring like some games or something. Good night, everyone. Don't forget, Kobe is the GOAT. Kobe is the most skilled GOAT. He's the GOAT of being skilled. I won't forget. Kobe's the greatest. And LeBron, he's gonna have to put in 20 years. If he's ever gonna want to even come close to taking that mantle. You know, if he wins 4 championships, we can't get all excited. Kobe is still the greatest. Thanks for coming, everybody. Arlene, thanks for coming. See you guys next time. Philly 500, you're the man. Check out his videos. check out Willer's Fans videos. He's an 11-year-old YouTuber. And who else is there? Oh, it seems like there's other people, but I can't remember right now. You know what? Just I'll see you guys next time.